Hi, water signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your April 2022 reading for all the Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpios. So, water signs, welcome to your April 2022 reading. I can't believe we're getting into April already. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when you go into subscriptions every time I do a video, which is every Saturday. There are 5 Saturdays in the month. I take the 4th Saturday off, just so you know. So hello, water signs. Let's get into your reading. Your first card is co-create. Your next card is a leg up. Your third card is all that glitters, and it's upside down. And TikTok is upside down. So what this reading is telling me is something happened to bring you back to yourself, to your spirit, to start co-creating with God, which you were always doing. God, angels, your higher power. Now you're starting to realize it. Whatever has happened to you was meant to bring you back to yourself and your creativity and your highest self, which, congratulations, being able to do this work is not easy. The next one is a leg up, and it's saying that you can no longer do things by yourself and on your own. And maybe you have maybe you're used to doing everything by yourself and on your own, and you've now realized, or starting to realize, it's okay to accept help. It's lonely and it sucks to do everything on your own by yourself. And all that glitters is upside down. And I think, like all that glitters, you were attracted to, and maybe, we all were, like money, the good life, thinking the grass is greener on the other side. And now you're starting to realize just because it looks good on the outside doesn't mean it feels good on the inside. It's so hard not to be caught up in that, by the way. That is what the world shows us. But what it feels like is it's not right, and you guys know it. And the next one is TikTok, and it's upside down, and it's thinking like you have to figure everything out right away, as quick as you can. And this is like, whatever is meant for you is meant for you. I am going to dive a little bit deeper because you guys know I'm really deep. And I know if you're watching me, you're really deep too. So let's get into this reading. Okay, so co-create is all about, you may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact, you're creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your intentions, and your actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are the paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression with your own individual, blended with your own individuality, blended with your universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art, you co-create it. Only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. So you guys, whatever has happened to you recently, whether it is a breakup, a loss of a job, an illness that you're recovering from, retiring, stepping into a different phase of your life, that was here to help you connect back to your spirit and your soul and your creativity. When you are in things that aren't right for you, a lot of times they're right for you until they're not, by the way. But when you are operating in places that are no longer serving you anymore, a lot of times things get blocked, like your creativity or not having the time to do the things that bring you joy. So something has happened to you to bring you back in alignment to yourself and to your spirit so you can create your own joy. And you guys are really, really creative. So the next card is a leg up. And it's all about, oh my God, it is this cute little cub climbing up on, a big polar bear. So you guys, it's time to let others show you the way. You've come as far as you can, but it says you've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of persisting you with the perfect people to align you with who can give you a leg up during this phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept the aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence and teamwork makes the dream work, and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. So you guys, it is time to integrate all of the wonderful things about you with other people. And your angels, God, the divine spirit, are sending these people to you, by the way, just so you know. So all that glitters, and this whole material world, guys, it's so hard not to be drawn to that. It's so hard not to be influenced by that, but most of it is fake and not real. And this is saying, this is the signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. This thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a situation you will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how Spirit protects you? Better things await. So you guys, if there's something that you're not sure about, or you think this isn't right, or this doesn't feel right, trust that. The one thing that I've learned is, a lot of times the first thing, if you're wanting to do something, or you think something is right for you, or you finally make the decision of this is the direction that I want to go, and an opportunity presents itself, and you're like, oh my God, I really want this, but it, like, it's not right, but I want it. And what if a second chance doesn't come along? A second chance always comes along, and sometimes a third, and even a fourth. So if something comes along and it doesn't seem right, and it's the first thing, it's okay not to accept it and to go on. Something better will come in. That has been my experience every single time. So sometimes, most of the time, the first thing that comes by doesn't necessarily mean it's the right thing, just so you know. So let's go to TikTok upside down. And I know it's all about thinking like, but this is it, and this is the time, and I've waited for so long. And it's like, have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long? Who doesn't think that, is what I want to know. There is nothing to fear. You will never run out of time for the important things. The miracles that are yours alone, and they can't be missed. Isn't that amazing? You're in such capable hands with guides and angels hovering in the invisible spaces, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled with your faith. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours in divine, appropriate timing. You can relax. Okay, guys. Sounds so easy. Just relax, right? What do you do to relax? I'm going to give you some ideas of what to do to relax. There are guided meditations on YouTube, yoga, namaste. You could do art. You could make a vision board. This is my last vision board that I made. Make sure you put the date on it. If you get old magazines and like a poster board from the pound store, the dollar store, that is manifesting, by the way, and you can, that's a really fun project. I made a God box with a bunch of my friends. It says pray, let go. All the things that I'm worried about, I put in here. I write a little letter. Dear God, please bless Thank you. Love Michelle. And I put the date on it. But we had so much fun even decorating the box. If you don't believe in God, totally okay. You can do a I don't believe the shit box, and I'm going to try it anyway. You can make an angel box. You can do whatever is right for you. But it's like, it's a way to do, it's, you know, it's a project and it's something fun to do and to tap into your creativity. Last week I went to this thing that was so amazing. It was, I'm in this thing called Sync Recovery, and it's for people in 12-step recovery programs. And we did a project on what does recovery mean to you, and we got a canvas and we had paint and all kinds of stuff, and it was wonderful. So you could paint rocks, you could take a hike, you could get out in nature, you can listen to music. There are so many things you can do to relax. It's a practice. It is like, if you're not used to doing it, which most people aren't, you probably wish that you could. It takes time. It's a muscle, and you have to just practice every chance that you can. Like, try and incorporate it in your schedule. I promise you, if you don't take time out to relax and take a break, something will happen to force you to do it. You will get sick. Something will happen to make you and force you to learn how to relax. I hope it doesn't have to go that far, but it did for me. Oh, dancing, singing, by the way, you could go line dancing. That's really fun. Just getting out there and having fun and doing things that bring you joy. That will help you relax, water signs. So the next card says confidence. Be bold, rise up, stand tall, and feel the fire in your soul. You guys are stepping into your confidence, which I think that is part of why everything has happened up until this point, because you needed time to build up your confidence. And maybe you were taught when you were younger, nobody likes a bragger. There is a difference between bragging and confidence. Nobody likes a person that tries to one-up you, or when you say, I've been able to do this, and people are like, wow, you did this, I did that. Like, nobody likes that shit. That's a bragger. That is not confidence, by the way. But you guys are starting to realize that you have gifts that a lot of people don't have yet. And you're starting to realize what a gift it is. And your confidence is growing every day as a result of that. So you guys, I have a thing that I have the colors written down, and I have it on Instagram, and I have it on Facebook on the reels, but I'm under Michelle Kelly. On Instagram, I'm your_sign_Michelle, 2 L's, _Kelly_. So I have a thing up of all the colors and what they mean if you're drawn to that. I also have something up. I put a card out every day to a song. I put music to it now. And I also, on my Instagram actual page, I translate it for you so you know what it means, and it gives you ideas and hope of how to translate into your life. And also, the colors, they mean something. And if you guys are drawn to me, it means you're drawn to stuff too. So there might be certain things that just stand out to you. But cycle, the next card is cycles. And it says, we are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, trust this powerful process. Again, so easy to do, right? Trust this process. It sounds so easy, but I'm telling you, it's extremely hard. And the best thing you can do to trust this process is go out and do things that are fun, that bring you joy and make you happy, so you don't obsess over the process. And this card is purple, and it means awareness, spirituality, psychic inner vision and wisdom, the color of the evolving soul, unconscious wisdom, collective knowledge of mankind. So you guys know and see things that most people don't. Just because it comes easy to you does not mean it comes easy to everybody else. That is part of your gift, water sign. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you guys see things that most people can't see yet. So that is your gift. You are psychic, you are healers, and you are visionaries. And what does that mean? That means, I shared this last week, but a lot of people need to hear the same thing over and over again, and me included. You know, when you see things and other people can't see them, that is psychic. I, as a little kid, would go around and think, I can't believe nobody sees this. Are you people stupid? Are you blind? But one of the reasons why I thought I wasn't smart is because I had a hard time with reading and I had a hard time in school. So when I was growing up, there were tracks. Track one for really, they had honor roll, track one for the really smart kids, track two for intermediate, and then track three for the kids who were the stupid kids. I was in track three. I have now found out I wasn't stupid. I was with all the creative, visionary kids. And back then, they didn't know that not everybody learned the same way. And because not everybody learned the same way back then, I was taught that there must be something wrong with me because I don't learn like everybody else. So I used to go around and tell people, I'm people smart, I'm not book smart. And really, I read people. I had to. Part of that was in the house I was growing up. It wasn't a safe place to be. So I had to learn, when she said this, she was actually going to do that. And when he said this, he wasn't doing that. He was going to do this instead. So what I didn't realize at the time, and I'm telling you guys, that's how you were getting your psychic training without even knowing you were getting your psychic training. So this is your confidence. You're coming into your confidence because you need validation and confirmation from me, from whoever you can, who can validate you. You guys have this gift. You've always had this gift. You were given this gift by the divine to see things before other people. Getting them to believe you was another story. And a lot of times the people that are here that don't believe you, that challenge you, nuh-uh, that never happened. It had nothing to do with you. What was happening on a soul level, they were letting you know that they can't help you and they are not able to help you. And what they were doing on a soul level was telling you to go find the people who could. And on a soul level, they were championing you on to go find your people. On a physical level, they did not know this, and they might not ever know this. So the one book I'm going to suggest to you guys, and it is on audio, is Sacred Contracts by Carolyn Myss, M-Y-S-S. That book opened my spirituality up and took it to a whole nother level. And I heard it, I listened to it probably, I'm going to say for the first time, probably about 2 years ago. And my process is still unfolding. So that is a very powerful book, and it is on audio because a lot of you who are watching me are creatives and you are way smarter than you ever know. Most people who keep trying to gather information through books, they learn to doubt their intuition, and you guys have yours and you can trust yours. So that's part of this cycle. But the next card says anticipation. Something wonderful is happening. Changes in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. So you guys, your process has begun, is going. And I know you can't wait for it. You're like, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? I can't tell you what it is, but the one thing I can let you know is, okay, my girlfriend told me this. You start off your life with jobs. You know, you have jobs. You work at a cheesecake place, or you work at a grocery store, or maybe you work in a hair salon as a shampoo girl, and then you go into your career. And then after your career, you step into your vocation. And a lot of people think when they retire, that's it. I retired, that's it. I'm done. I'm not doing anything. But I think it's between your career and official retirement is where you find your vocation. And so what is your vocation? Your vocation is your job from the divine, your job from God, which is who we all work for. We work for God. You might say, hey, I work at Apple, or I work for Google. You don't. You work for God. You think you work at Google, and you think you work at Apple. That might be what you think is paying your bills. However, we all work for God, for the divine. We don't know it yet. Some people might not ever know it. It might not be their time in this lifetime to know that. You guys know this already. And part of going into your vocation, and how do you find it? Like, Michelle, what is my vocation? How do I know what I'm supposed to do? So I'm going to ask you to get a pen and paper and write this down. What did you want or need that wasn't available to you or for you? What did you want or need that wasn't available to you or for you? That is your job to create it. What was it that you needed and it wasn't there or isn't there? And even if it is there, okay, just say, Michelle, what saved my life was chocolate chip cookies. My neighbor down the street made chocolate chip cookies, and every time I went to her house and I had these cookies, it just saved me. It got me through my childhood. And you're like, I know my vocation is to make chocolate chip cookies, but there's so many people that make chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to tell you, there is nobody that makes your chocolate chip cookies. Nobody who had the experience with chocolate chip cookies that you did, that changed your perception, or that you put the love in it because of what has happened to you. So it doesn't have to be chocolate chip cookies, but I'm just letting you know, if there is something that does exist, you're like, oh, this already exists. There's already this. You know, I don't want to be a hairdresser. There's this 1,000 hairdressers, but there's not you as the hairdresser, or there's not you as the whatever it is. So anybody I like to go to, I'll tell you, every time I want to go to somebody for help, for guidance, for whatever I'm looking for, whatever I need, I want to go to somebody who is sincere, who is genuine, and who treats me like a person, not like an object, not like next. So whatever it is, when you are your true, authentic self, that's what people want to be near. That's what people will pay anything to be near. Anybody can treat you like an object, and anybody can treat you like a number, but anybody who treats me like a person, they're the people I need to be near. That's what my soul needs. That's what every soul needs, but not everybody's able to speak up. And not just speak up, they're not able to make the move. Like, you have to move a lot when you think this. Like, when I go to the doctor's office and I can tell this person, they hear me, but they're not really listening. I have to go to another doctor. And if I go to the next doctor and they do the same fucking thing, I have to find another doctor. It is exhausting. It takes a lot of work. But now I will go to people who treat me like a person and not like an object. So the next card, spirit animals. If you guys are looking for your spirit animals, it might be one of these three. Snow leopard, self-reliance. You are strongly independently and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. So you guys, Native American might be very, very important to you. You might be drawn to that. So shamanism might be a place to start for you. Water signs, if you're looking for like, how am I supposed to figure this out? How am I supposed to get my connection stronger? That is something that might be pulling to you, is your North American heritage. So it's saying cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. So you guys, maybe right now you feel like you need to guard and protect this gift that you have. That is okay. Part of this process, if you're not ready to tell people, to show it to people, to get your confidence, it's okay. So the next one says, be community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So you guys, I think your stingers are coming out of you. You are such a powerful creator. And it says your work does bless everything you touch. You know why your work blesses everything you touch? You guys bless everything you touch because you are divinely blessed and you now know it. It's just being able to step into that with confidence. So you are the queen of abundance. I know right now you're kind of torn with who you tell and how you tell. Totally normal, by the way. The next one is owl, and it says magic. An owl could be your spirit animal, by the way. It says choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So you guys, let go of the past. This is hard stuff. It is not, you don't just like let it go. There are ways to let it go. There are 12-step recovery programs to help you with this process. So it says choose to know the truth because you can. You can see through deception. You guys, one of the reasons why you can see through it is, because of the way you had to grow up. So you can tell when people aren't being sincere and genuine. So a lot of people in the 12-step programs are sincere and genuine. Not everybody, but we're working towards it. So there is AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. There is Al-Anon, if you've been affected by an alcoholic or someone else's addiction. There is also ACA, which is Adult Children of Alcoholics and Dysfunctional Families. The whole world is from a dysfunctional family, by the way. Not everybody knows it, and not everybody will be able to acknowledge that. There's also CODA, which is Codependent Anonymous, which is most people are codependent too. It's underneath the alcoholism and drug addiction. So there's CODA, Codependence Anonymous. There are also other 12-step programs. So that's where you can go to let the past go and start making room for the better life. There is a website. I'm going to link it to my thing, intherooms.com, where you can go and look and start getting the information if that's new for you to get your healing on. So how do you know what your spirit animal is? I think for you guys, it might be an owl. I am not sure right now. It could be a bee. It could be a snow leopard. Whatever it is, they have guided meditations on YouTube of how to find your spirit animal, how to find your guides, how to connect to your angels. So go on YouTube and check out your meditations, the guided meditations. They're so helpful. Just so you know, water signs, this is a process of stepping into your confidence with knowing that you have this psychic vision, this healer, this gift. It's also a way, this muscle, you know, as you start to work it, it gets stronger. As you start to trust yourself more, I think you guys always have trusted yourself, but the being able to like acknowledge it and then walk away from what no longer serves you is the hardest part. So having the boundaries, and I think for right now what you guys need to really work on is getting the boundaries and keeping the boundaries. So this is your sign, signing off for all the water signs. Thank you so much for watching.